Hey y'all, and welcome to the Max Life. Yes, it is night outside, and yes, I do have a black light, and I'm about to show y'all what I'm doing with my black light, because you guys know that we just come home from vacation. We had the girls' baptism today, which you guys got to see that. It's a very exciting time. Friday we come home, it was really late. We unloaded. I did not go check anything outside. Saturday I spent all day cooking, preparing for the girls. We had a big fancy celebration. Just went over and beyond to make that a very special celebration for them. Walked out today once we got back home and I got everything back in the kitchen kind of settled, and my tomatoes looked horrible. I was so upset. I had a couple that were covered in worms, y'all. I probably picked 50 plus off my couple tomato plants. At this point in time, I'm not even sure they're gonna make it, but I wanted to show y'all how using a black light at night makes them glow. And I'm certain that I missed some today. So I'm going back outside with my light, because you can see this light gives that glowy look, and it actually does make them glow. And I wanted to show y'all that because this is something that a lot of people, some people know, but a lot of people actually don't know this. And you can spot those worms really easy once you get this light on the plant. You can find them because of the way it makes them glow. And I'm going to look over my plants, and as soon as I spot one, I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. So that's always pretty neat when you're dealing with worms and you want to try to do it a natural way, wonderful way. Of course, you guys saw I took my light out. It hits anything white, it really gives it that glow, which is what you're looking for. Now, I probably found 25 more. I picked off 50 plus earlier, but they're the color, they're that little white markings, but they're the worms that I was just dealing with are those they're not the hornworms, which you can also find hornworms with black lights too, but they are the brown and green. I believe they call them like your army worms. They're basically you're going to turn into a moth. And I found probably 25 more, which was a whole lot easier because once I just took my light and just shined it down, I just run it up all the limbs and stems on the tomato plant, and as soon as I hit one, I could see it because the white dots were shining. So pretty cool natural way to get worms and stuff off of your plants. You're going to miss some because they are so camouflaged. I'm sure even with the black light, I still miss some. So I will have to continue to do this for the next couple of days. Go out and check, but checking during the day, I'm gonna miss some because they're camouflaged. So I'm gonna go back out at night and really try to hit those worms and get those white spots to glow so that I can get those worms off of my tomatoes, because apparently right before we left, I must have had a moth lay eggs. They have hatched out. Some were really big, so I might have missed them before we left, and some were still like really small. So regardless, I've had eggs laid on my tomato plants, and it's going to be just a battle for the next couple of days to keep all of those off. Usually I will collect those and take them to the chickens. I just didn't do that today because number one, I didn't have a jar, and number two, I really didn't have the time, and obviously I'm not going to do it at night. But if I get any off for the next couple of days, those will typically I take anything like that down to the chickens and feed them extra protein. Okay, y'all, so you see that we have not finished cleaning up here yet. This is a couple of days since I did my last clip of removing all the worms off of my tomato plant. So I have gone out a couple more times and checked up on those. But we have been really busy, which is why I have not just stopped and turned on the camera and showed y'all really where we're at. You see, our door is gone, and you heard me sigh a little bit. That's because things are about to get really real in here. Our door is gone. It has now been moved over there. So here is an update on some things going on. There's not going to be a window here. I'm not sure what happened with the miscommunication. We are still waiting on this window to come in. For whatever reason, we told y'all this middle window, of course you can see our alarm is still on there. This was the window that was right here that basically just got kicked straight out. So this window was ordered, and that is a new window. But for whatever reason, y'all, have no idea why, this window come in, but they're having a really hard time with shipping on this one. So who knows, 2020 just messed up everything for everybody. So we still don't even have this window in, but this door was moved out. You guys have seen our security shutters. We have a couple of different means of shutters. One is our metal screens. Well, I might as well walk y'all back out here and just close this door because the kids left it open. But y'all have heard us talk about our metal window screens. Okay, this goes over our glass windows so that nobody can bust out our glass and very easily get into our home. So we will have to order those for the new ones. Unfortunately, that is going to be an expense, but that is an investment that we deem very, very necessary for our home. We also, a couple of years ago, invested in some wooden shutters too for our doors, and you guys have seen us talk about those a little bit in our really mostly Colby's Home self-defense videos, where we can really shut those off. And then y'all have seen some of those where oh, here's one right here, but it's not put together yet. So these close in front of the doors, this heavy wood does. And if you've seen this little metal latch right here, there's a bar on the other side that metal latch comes down and sits in that metal piece right here. It snaps down in there so that, again, we have glass on the windows and somebody could very easily knock this glass out, unlock our door, and come right into our home. So we invested into that years ago. That was something that we had been saving up for a long time, and that was the form of security for our home. There's going to be one more built for this door. And in all honesty, I know that seems like a lot. It is custom. It has to be custom made by somebody, which sometimes isn't the cheapest option. Now, we are supporting a local family by hiring this family to come in and help us do this add-on, which is wonderful. But I will tell you guys this: if you are not able to see Colby's video, he just did a sponsorship video of a wonderful company that has these metal, they're basically like braces that one screws into the door jamb, one screws onto the door, and you're able to put a thick metal bar in the jamb, and it snaps over the top, and then it goes into that other little jamb and snaps in. So yes, somebody, and my discussing, I was saying, well, somebody could still bust out that glass and unlock this door or pop that out. But then I noticed the little metal pieces that go over the top. So somebody would have to be really brave for a really long time to bust out this glass and maneuver their hands enough on the side to figure out how to get the bar out to then open the door, because I thought it just slid down in there, and it does, but then it has these little metal pieces on the top that slides over the bar. So by the time you heard somebody bust out your window and stand there long enough, you would probably already be able to alert authorities, or at least have something in your hands for your own protection, if you know what I mean, if they were to stay there long enough to figure out how to get in. So, and y'all, cost effective, way more cost effective than having someone custom come in and fit your doors. But we decided to go ahead and do that because all of our other doors are already custom. They're already custom made for those doors. So we thought, well, what is one more in the middle of these additions? So that's kind of where we're at. The guy that is helping us with this add-on is supposed to be, like I said, he's just another local family, and he actually works full-time at the fire department, and to further help his family, he does some construction on the side and is very, very good at what he does. So we've always been very happy. But he's going to come in. He's actually working on those at his home. He's going to be coming in with those soon. And the very next step is taking this wall down, y'all, which means it's going to, yes, get real and be lots and lots of mess. But that is where we are at right now. And I wanted to show y'all, so all of the curtains in my house, if you see, we have 10-foot ceilings. When we built, we wanted this room to feel really open. And so we went with 10-foot ceilings in here. We didn't do any fancy vaults or anything like that. We just wanted a little bit of the extra foot to make it feel open. So all of my curtains are currently down. I was able to do that, move everything around in here. All my curtains are down. And I wanted to show y'all this color of the hall, which looks a little awkward because of the lighting in here. This color of the hall is going to, we're going to come out of the hall and we're going to paint this big room, which is almost like a very light blue and very light gray mixed together. I hate that y'all can't really see the real color. Because, okay, it looks actually better than with the orange lights on, which we're also replacing the light bulbs in here because the orange light, like, we're kind of out of that era. We don't want the orange light anymore. We're really going more for the white light look. So that is going to roll from the hall tonight. Our goal is to move all of this stuff off of this wall all the way to here. And we're going to get all of this cut out and all of this painted. The next section will be to empty this, my kitchen cannon rack. We're going to paint behind here. We're going to hit this wall right here and this side right here. Now, what you're going to see, if y'all see my cabinets, this is actually going to be the color of the rest of the house. So we can't blend that in. And what we're going to do is just put some tongue and groove wood right there. It's going to be the natural color that really kind of ties into underneath my porch, if any of y'all have ever paid that any attention. So this wall, this whole wall right here is just going to be tongue and groove wood all the way to this side right here. This is going to be open, and then the only other section that we will have left to paint will be from this window to the edge of the wall, which is the hall that y'all just saw. So one day at a time. My house is going to be kind of scattered here for a little while, but that's okay. Something simple that we can do like ourselves, like go in and putty up some spots, move our furniture around, cut out, paint. Those are things that we can do. Obviously, we're not going to hire anybody out for that. Colby and myself, if y'all haven't already figured it out already, we are both workaholics. So we're going to do that ourselves and just one day at a time. Harley, what you running from?
What are you from?
Harley doesn't like the camera, y'all.
Yeah.
So this is our section tonight. We're getting knocked out. It is very exciting. I have the only thing that I really did in here to kind of change this feel besides the paint is I am going to go with new sets of curtains on this window and that window. Now I had sets on this window and that window, but that's not necessary anymore because that wall is coming down. So I did go ahead and buy curtains, new curtains, to give this place kind of a facelift. It's going to look a little different. It's been 10 years, so I thought buying a set of curtains for this and right here. So those sets of windows just to give it a little bit different look. So guys, that is where we're at on the home renovation. It is crazy to think that that wall is supposed to come down. I was actually standing here today pondering a little bit, and I thought it's gonna be weird, but then once we get used to it, we're gonna be able to look back and say, I can't believe we have never had that dining area. And then I had somebody ask me last time they were here, they were like, well, why would y'all tear all of that down? When you have a big table over there, you can't really get around it. I understand that, but you also have a big table up here. Well, here's the thing to that, y'all, is we use this table a lot. Well, for one thing, Colby works here. This is kind of like his work area. When he does all of our videos, YouTube content, all of our editing, his emails, even some of his work when he has to come home from his daily job to do work. Usually he sits here at this table. He has all his computer and all his stuff out. So it would not be a good idea to bring food or drinks by our workstation. But also we do a lot of gaming here. Sometimes we come over here and play our games. And also, if we ever have company, we take up a whole table. So there's 8 seats at this table. There's 8 seats at the other table. If we take up one table, our guest wouldn't have anywhere else to sit. So that is one of the other reasons why we're not going to use this table and not really have another area, because this is not really, I would say, a formal dining anyway. We use this area to do lots of other things. So if we use this as our formal dining, then we really don't have a space over there for any, like, we really can't do anything else with that. So I thought the best thing to do is keep this area. If we fill up our dining room, and eventually I would like to get a really, really big table, but that is like, you know, we will save up and get there in the years future. So a long time from now, I would really like to have a really, really big dining room, formal dining room area. That's something that I don't have, I've never had. And that space will just be a pass-through over into a formal dining area. This space right here will continue to be where we can play games, where Colby can continue to work. And if we do have a lot of people and we're maxed out in our dining room area, because I do like to host things, this is our no year, and I'm going to give y'all a whole new video talking about some things personally that we have gone through and have been going through the past year. But this upcoming year is our no year, and I'm going to break all of that down for y'all on a totally different video, because that is a totally different video for another day. But we do host things from time to time, and when we do, this will be our other seating area. So not to max ourselves out in the dining room. That is for us and visitors, but if we exceed that, I have a spillover in here because we use this area anyway, so I really didn't want to boot this one and have something that was really too small. So that's kind of where we're at. Tell them about what? Tell them about what? Tell them. What is it? You just told me to tell them, Jennings. Where are you going? Jennings is going to be 6 tomorrow. Why are you hiding? You never hide from the camera. Ah, there he is. So Jennings' birthday is tomorrow. He's going to be 6 years old. It is kind of a special day for a number of reasons. I mean, everybody's birthday is always special. Jennings was kind of a very unique situation. So actually the day that I went into labor with Jennings was, I was about a week early. I believe it was actually a week early to the day. And the weekend prior, we had gone to my mother-in-law's to eat a Sunday lunch with them. And her birthday was coming up that following Wednesday, and she has one granddaughter that was also born on her birthday. And she was joking, and she was saying, you're going to have that baby on our birthday. You're going to have him on Wednesday. Well, Wednesday morning, I woke up, and I have never gone into labor on my own. So that was a very unique experience. Up until Jennings, I had actually been induced, and long story, I would not do that again. I would not recommend that to any other moms unless you're having health problems. It is being pushed on young mothers probably more than it should, and I was encouraged to induce when I probably really shouldn't have been induced. So with Jennings, I woke up that morning, my water broke, went to the hospital. It was not a wonderful experience with him either, but he was born on that Wednesday, so he shares a birthday with Colby's mom and with his first cousin. So unique story how all that played out. He also broke my tailbone that day, so very unique story. He is turning 6. That all went down 6 years ago, and tomorrow we're going to be taking all of this stuff off this table that we just used to celebrate the girls, and we are doing Mario themed. I have some cute little happies I'll bring y'all along the way. We are going to be making some of those flowers using grapes and strawberries. I'm going to be making some and sticks to use it, yes. And I'm going to be making some star, you know, the Mario hits the little star. I'm going to be making some star sugar cookies. I have some dye that is a natural food coloring and not like actual food dye. It's a natural dye. I'm going to be using...
Hey, copper. Copper? Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to be using that to make some little stars. I'm going to make some cupcakes, and we're going to do a couple of things for decoration. So it's going to be real fun. He has requested waffles and pancakes and bacon and Cool Whip and strawberry jam for his strawberries. Oh, I'm going to have regular strawberries for his birthday tomorrow night to eat. So I'm actually off to pick up some strawberries and grapes because we can't grow those. I am going to go pick those up. We are going to have a family party tomorrow, and he's going to be 6 years old. I'll bring y'all along for that. But guys, I just wanted to give you an update of where we're at. It really is about to get super crazy in this house. Dealt with sheetrock dust before, and you guys, I've already seen some of you make comments when we come home and the floor was a mess with sheetrock, and y'all said, yes, sheetrock is no fun. It is no fun. So guys, thank you for tagging along. I just wanted to give y'all a quick update of how crazy it has been, and one of the reasons why I have not picked up the camera in the past couple of days, because between school, of course, trying to keep everybody fed, and so doing some of the renovations, like some of those extra steps, like trying to get painted, trying to maneuver things around, take curtains down. I actually have a local, put these up for sale. These were all my curtains. I got them all washed, dried, and folded. I have a local that's going to be coming to pick those up. They are wonderful, wonderful curtains, and I almost hate to get rid of them. I just don't have anywhere to put them. But guys, until next time, you will be seeing Jennings' birthday coming up on the next video. Y'all be sure to wish him a happy birthday. You will probably see that the day after his birthday, but I'll be sure to get some footage as we celebrate Jennings' birthday. God bless and happy homesteading, y'all.